Oh my goodness, that's not even making an effort to be deep undercover, is it? I'll try and go somewhere quiet just to look at the daisies and buttercups, and what appears? Yes. The noise of people who've been able to afford bottles and bottles and bottles of beer just being thrown away from the houses they live in because somehow they haven't been destroyed. Well, if they've been injected, they've been destroyed more than they know. This stupid job, I've barely earned more than $1 if they pay me. The end client, in other words the client of the agency for whom I'm working, not the recruitment consultant, the actual design agency for which I'm working, their company that they're subcontracting a job for. Oh, that was a long relative clause. Yeah, they said they don't like seeing me in my car on the video conference calls. And it's like, geez, man, you know, they're at home with frickin' dogs and children and pets and all sorts of crap going on. I mean, I go in the car because it's nice and quiet, you know. So, they can have this. Yeah. Just a little soundproofing hill in Bradford-on-Avon. White Van Man 999. This could be my greatest wall squeeze yet. Oh, I failed to get my fat ass out of there. Bet Nomadic Kangoo could have done it, but he's young. I've been eating tins of baked beans and rice pudding and beans and sausages for the last 4 days, and I forgot that my Revolut app puts away a little bit every month, and that was enough, as it turned out, without taking all of it out, to get half a tank of Supreme Diesel, enough food for the next 2 weeks, healthy food that is, plus a little treat, fish and chips. Win-win. I don't think I could identify her mate if she were on Crime Watch that same evening.
Good evening.
Detectives are tonight looking for 2 women to eliminate from their inquiries. Now, multiple witnesses have described one of them. We go now to an eyewitness. Yeah, I saw one fit bird with a mate, but I couldn't identify a mate, not for the life of me, Gov.
Actual risks of being hurt because of crime are among the lowest in the world, so don't have nightmares, do sleep well. Good.
Mercedes Vito Traveliner. Long wheelbase. A man can dream, can't he? Now, many of you, back when you were watching at the beginning of June, and it is the beginning of June in my time now. I was only just about now, well I am now, editing videos from a month ago. So you've been a month behind for a long time. And I notice I've been stopping filming interesting and boring things that I do during the day. And I'm almost like holding back on doing anything interesting at all, so I'm not obliged to film it, and therefore you don't miss out on the adventure. But how silly is that? Will I ever catch up on that backlog? Well, when I had my most epic season 2, I was going around Wales for the first time, not really quite knowing what I was doing and figuring it all out. I was always 3 weeks behind at any one point there, and now I'm just 4 weeks behind, so it's not the end of the world. But the way I caught up, of course, was I was pumping out 3 and 4 videos a day. I was going for it. I don't think I'm doing that now. There, that was that thought for the day. Is there any more relaxing experience in the world than just wandering through an ancient British forest on a sunny June day? Oh, just had a stick go right up under my sock. Oh. How the hell did that get there? It could be an old World War II plane. Early indications suggest not. Looks like 1940s technology. Radial tires, leaf springs, or it could be a very modern American car like a Corvette, of course. Look at this, the pedals there are going to fixed bar linkages, and there's the steering mechanism down there. So back to my stupid job. I've been given another day's work, how gracious of them, where I've been given another clue by the end client as to what I might need to actually build a working version of their development product on my laptop. After a day of investigation, I'll come up with another problem. Another access needs to be granted, probably a database, or a server, or a permission, or a login. These things could all be ironed out in the first morning. And normally the reason why my phone rings, it's back in the old normal, is they needed me to come in there, kick all their asses without knowing who any of them were, all their relative hierarchies and stories and arguments over parking spaces and whatever, and just say, give me this permission now or it's not getting fixed. You're not getting paid either. Everyone seems to be a bit different here. I wonder if they're thinking, why couldn't I just be on furlough just wander around fields like this on 80% pay. But I said I wouldn't whinge about my job. And do you think it's by accident that I'm showing you nice places where you can live off the land with a bit of effort, away from the cities, away from the prying eyes, even of the satellites and planes, under the trees in the forest? Plant what you need here, have animals that no one would suspect, all over the country. The reason, don't forget, that they want to depopulate us is they're accusing us of overpopulating the world. Well, really. And the reason why they want us to cut CO2 is they think we're damaging the environment. Really. I mean, don't get me wrong, I am concerned about loss of habitat, and everywhere, in every country in the world, there should be a pact where, I don't know, a percentage, 10%, 20% of their land should be designated as just natural parks where humans don't move in, they don't do anything except walk along the designated footpaths. It's like a carpet, it's rough in one direction.
I know, she's just being clipped, that's why.
Ah. Oh. So those of you who've been following my channel for some time now will realise that I have been trying to show you how you can survive all this without much time, effort or skill. How you can get an urban and rural stealthmobile together for less than $1,500 with everything you need in it. All the food, all the solar, and how to scout out the hiding places where when the cities collapse, you can survive and then meet up afterwards when this is all over.